So I'm going to do a quick demo or a quick commentary on this Navigator demo where I create a research session about crypto and what the crypto market is telling us. So I'm just going to start it and be talking over the video to explain what's happening. So right now, I'm just typing in a question into the Quest input, and as I'm doing that, Navigator is automatically searching my existing knowledge base. So I just created that question. So actually, let's go back. So okay, so this is the actual question right here. So what is the crypto market telling us? And as I'm writing this, it pulls up a search result because I already have a quest with that same name that I decided not to use, but it pulls it up as I typed in the name of this quest. And a quest is just a thread with a title. So this is the title of the quest. I'm titling it, and the title searches my existing knowledge base and pulls this up, but I'm going to create a new one. So I go ahead and click enter, and that creates a new empty one right here. But when it creates the new one, the existing matching quests that match the same query actually come with me, and that this is the relevant quests right here. And you can see that it just shows me my existing knowledge work that I've already done that's relevant to this quest query title that I'm writing. So I'm going to go ahead and write out some thoughts about what kind of coins the crypto market is creating. And one of them is Bitcoin, which is the settlement layer. And what happened here is I selected Bitcoin and I clicked this search button, and it opened up a panel on the right, and you can see that this panel is actually connected to this post. So this panel is related to this post. It's annotating this post, and this panel launches with a Bitcoin. Because I selected Bitcoin, this panel launches with a Bitcoin query. And just like what happened here when we put in the quest title, it searched our existing knowledge base. When I attached the search and when I branched off a quest off of this answer, off of this Bitcoin as a settlement layer answer, it's going to go ahead and search my existing knowledge base. And so you can see the search results come back. I scroll through them, and this is all of my Bitcoin stuff. And of course, Bitcoin is too broad a search, so I'm going to actually edit the search. And when I'm editing the search, it's still attached to this answer. So I'm still working in the context of this Bitcoin as the settlement layer post. And I get a bunch of answers back. And some of these are relevant to Bitcoin, so I decide to... Actually, no, here I just create... so what happened there was I typed in the query and I got a bunch of results back, but I went ahead and pressed enter, and it actually created the new quest. As I was typing it in, it was searching it, but then I actually pressed enter and created the new quest. So here I've now created this quest, and here I'm just saying, now this research is attached to my initial settlement layer post. So here's the initial settlement layer post, and as I had mentioned earlier, all of what's happening in this right panel is attached, is branched off of from this post. And you could see that because how does Bitcoin work? This new branched off quest actually has a parent, and this parent is the quest, what is the crypto market telling us? And the post, or the answer, Bitcoin is the settlement layer, blah, blah, which is this answer is this answer right here. So this quest knows that it branched off of this answer, which is the same answer right here. And here's the UI element that demonstrates this. This dark gray panel opens up from this answer. Okay. So what's happening here is that I actually clicked, when this quest was in the right panel, I just went ahead and clicked on it, and it centered. It made this branching quest, which is branching from this answer, this parent. There's this parent quest. So the original, what is the crypto market telling us? That was the original quest. We branched off of this and launched this quest, which I've now made active. By the way, you can see all of this in the history panel. So we were in the what is the crypto market telling us quest. Then I clicked on this one to make this the latest one, the active one. This is a stack of all of the quests that I'm working on. And so when I click to make it active, the search that you might not be able to see it because of the controls right here, but the search came with, whenever I make a quest active, the relevant quests always come with me. And of course, these are all the search results. I'm just scrolling through all of the relevant quests that are related to, are relevant to how does Bitcoin work. So at every step of the way, I'm getting fed back my own knowledge from my knowledge base. And there I just, let's actually go back. What happened was I clicked on this panel right here, on the parent. That actually opened up the parent in the right panel, and I just did that to then go ahead and click on this quest. This is my way of going back to the original quest. I could have also just clicked on it here in the history panel. And so now I go back, I make the active quest my original research, and I'm going to expand on that. By the way, because we did the how does Bitcoin work, because we branched this quest off of this answer, we have now a little icon, and it says 1 right here, which indicates that there's a branch off of this answer, and one quest is branching off of it. So now I'm just listing all of the different cryptocurrencies or cryptocurrency technologies that are kind of developing in the market. So we have Bitcoin, the settlement layer, which is the first one, then a smart contract development platform. Then we have a decentralized stablecoin. That's another type of crypto that's getting popular. So again, I'm going to select smart contract. I'm just going to click the search button, and that's going to pull up a bunch of search results that are related to smart contracts that are in my personal knowledge base in Navigator. And here what I'm going to do is, instead of actually creating this quest, I'm just going to start quoting my existing resources. So I've already done a bunch of research that I like, and I'm just going to start quoting some articles. And when I do that, you'll see that they actually get quoted right here. So you can see quote, and it references the particular answers that I found interesting. So I basically am curating my research as it relates to this new quest that I have. And so here we see that I've quoted the Ethereum extends Bitcoin by incorporating a more complete, easier to use, but less secure programming language, blah, blah, blah. This is this quest right here. I've pressed right here, this quote button, to actually quote this and pull it into the active quest that I'm working on. And here I do the same thing. So I go ahead and select decentralized finance. And when I first, so if I go back a little bit, so when I did this search, the search results were 0 of 0. And so now I know now that there's not a lot of stuff in my knowledge base about decentralized finance. So I'm going to actually bounce out to Google to fill it in. There's nothing here. Pause right there. So I'm actually gonna, so I've created this quest. I know it's empty because it came back empty in the previous frame when I just typed the title. And now I'm just gonna hit search, and it's gonna bounce me out to Google. And it's gonna have this quest loaded ready for me in the Chrome extension to use. And here in the Chrome extension, you can see that the search is actually, it's the same quest title. And here it is, decentralized finance. It's the same quest title that I was working on. And so now I get to add resources from Google, the curated search results, to that quest. So now I'm just curating search results. I'm doing research essentially, and I'm seeing what's useful, what I like, what I want to include in that quest. And I just added something. Let's actually go back. Okay, so it's going a little bit fast, but let me see if I, yeah. So as soon as I selected some text that I want to save, this little widget pops up, and I can now activate the navigator panel. And now I've activated the panel. The panel has my selection. So again, we're still dealing with my same quest that I was working on. I now can have the selection that I can save. And I go ahead and click Save to add the resource to it, to add my selection to that quest. And I can just keep adding things to that same quest. It's always, the latest quest is always loaded for me to use. Here I add another selection, some more text from this article. More text. And it's very easy to add whatever I want to this quest. I'm not doing any kind of tagging. I'm not doing any kind of organization, really. I just am working within a session. I can add images, and I can add my own annotations here. So I'm just adding things that I like, that I think are useful to keep, and maybe even share with others. And actually now I reload the page, and here is my decentralized finance DeFi quest, and here are all the things that I saved. They're now in this quest. And of course, it's all attached to my initial, what is the crypto market telling us? Quest. Yep, and there it is. So the way that I saw that attachment, so you can see that there's this icon. It's telling me that there's one attached quest. I click right here, and in the right panel, it shows me the attached quest. And again, it's telling me that it's branching off of this decentralized stablecoin answer. So it's telling me where it came from, and it's got all of my research attached. So I'm just indicating that the relationship there. And then I can add on my own comments, and other people can come and comment. And I can bring this into the main thread. So if I find something really interesting, instead of forcing you to click and branch and open up the content in the right panel, I've just gone ahead and quoted it into the main thread. And now I'm just talking about the left panel. The left panel represents basically the history of everything that I've visited. So the reason that exists is because as I'm traversing down these branches, you can kind of get lost where you are. So the left panel makes it very easy to skip around the different quests. And now I have this thread of curated research and my curated thinking. So here's another crypto category that I might want to research and expound upon. There's privacy coins, of course. I can edit. And I go ahead and I actually am launching both. So I know that I'm going to want to detail Zcash and Monero, so I launched both those quests. Now I've made Monero active. And I go ahead and launch the search that is related to Monero. Once again, the quest comes with me, and we're now researching Monero. And we can look at a bunch of articles and select, just like we did with decentralized finance. We can do our research, find the text that's relevant and meaningful to us, and very easily add it to that quest. Here's my research. Here's another question that I've branched off. So now I'm branching off of the Monero quest. So now I'm 2 levels deep. So I like this. So I decided to change this to how does Monero work. And I updated the branching quest as well. And of course now I have all of my research. And I go back to the top level quest. fill out the micropayments answer a little bit. So for micropayments, we might have BSV, Litecoin, IOTA. And once again, branch off another quest. So now I'm trying to figure out which cryptocurrencies are good for micropayments. Oh, Stellar seems like it's good. So I'll go ahead and save that. What else should we add? Resource sharing. So you can see, so this is interesting. So I'm doing some research in the what is the crypto market telling us quest, and one of the things that I want to find out, one of the things that I want to answer is what are other categories of crypto are there? And when I typed that in, I actually got, this looks like a bug, this shouldn't be here, but so I'm branching off what other categories of crypto are there, and I actually got an answer from my existing knowledge base. And so this quest actually is talking about the category resource sharing, crypto category resource sharing, and this quest came from the crypto societal consequences in human organization. So I had done some previous research with the topic, so societal consequences in human organization, and I had branched off a quest from an answer in this parent quest. So you can already see like how much context I'm getting about the thinking that I've done and the research that I've done. But in this case, it actually reminded me of another category of crypto. So I didn't even have to go bounce out to Google's search. I've already done related research and it's answered my question. So the answer is that there are cryptocurrencies for sharing resources, and I'm going to take advantage of my previous research. And of course, the resources that we're sharing are bandwidth, compute, so here I've made the quest public. And the next step is that people can join me, other users can join me and actually keep adding, keep branching quests and even add to the existing quests. And this is the link to this quest. And that's it. Thanks for watching.